Fifth grade Excel lesson 4. This is recognizing coins, learning change equivalents up to $1, solving word problems involving money, and calculating change using the least number of coins. The part that you see on the screen right here is not on your worksheet. This is like a little bonus section, so see if you can just pay attention to the video and help me out on this. It's a review that's a penny. They wrote penny here. Think about what this coin right here is before I write it. See if you can think it in your head. That's a nickel. Oh, let's write what these are worth as well. This is equal to 1 cent. Oops. This is equal to 5 cents, a nickel. And what's this coin right here called? Think it. Yes, it's a dime. It's how much? 10 cents. The name of this coin is quarter. Hopefully you already know this. 25 cents. This right here is a half dollar. And that is worth how much? 50 cents. And you might not recognize this one, although if you look real closely right there, you might be able to tell what it is. This is called a dollar. It's a dollar coin, and it's worth $1, obviously. This picture down here of the paper money, that's called a dollar bill. All right, let's keep moving. 40 cents equals 4 dimes. 10, 20, 30, 40. You can count on your fingers. Number 2, 75 cents equals how many nickels? Two ways to do this. You can either divide the number 75 by 5, if you know how to do that, or you can count on your fingers until you get to 75, count by 5s. Let's try that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm using my fingers right now. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Both hands are full, so that's 10 coins. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. I just filled up my other hand, so that means 2 full hands of fingers, 10, plus 5 more. That makes 15 nickels. The other way to do this is you just do 75 divided by 5. 5 goes into 7 one time. And we haven't learned how to do this yet in this Excel, but I'm sure a lot of you remember how to do it from the past. 5 goes into 25 5 times, and there's my answer of 15. How many nickels are in a dollar? Go ahead and pause the video, see if you can fill that in, and then turn it back on when you have the solution. Okay, again, if you count on your fingers, or if you do 100 divided by 5, you will figure out that there are 20 nickels in a dollar. And then the next one says 70 cents is 7 dimes. That's pretty simple. I'd like you to pause the video, do 5 and 6, and then turn it back on when you have the solution. How many quarters are in a dollar? 4 quarters. How many half dollars are in a dollar? 2. All right, number 7. A picture frame cost 51 cents. Amber gave the clerk $1. How much was her change? To get change, you're simply going to subtract. Start it off with the $1. Cost 51 cents. And then we're going to have to regroup. Make that 10 a 9. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. So the answer is 49 cents in change. Write that on your paper if you haven't done so. If you're getting behind, just pause the video, get caught up, and then turn it back on for problem 8 here. Actually, what I'd like you to do is pause the video, do numbers 8 and 9, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. Bought a cookie that cost 22 cents, gave a clerk a quarter. The change is going to be 25 minus 22, 3 cents and change, or you can write your answer like that. Remember, you're not allowed to write this. No cent sign with a decimal point. Eddie has 8 nickels, 6 dimes, and 3 quarters. How much money does he have? 8 nickels is 40 cents. You can do that on your fingers, or you can do 8 times 5 to figure out that it's 40. 6 dimes is, of course, 60 cents, and 3 quarters is 75 cents. Now, what I notice is these two right here make $1. So altogether, we have $1.75. $1.75 is the solution. Okay, this next part you're going to do differently than what you see on the screen. So do not pay attention to the way that they're showing you to do it. I'm going to teach you a different way. Change can be given in several different combinations of coins. For example, 15 cents can be 3 nickels or 1 dime and 1 nickel. Or you could give 15 pennies, right? If you want to use the fewest coins, your choice would be 1 dime and 1 nickel. 1 dime, 1 nickel, that's 2 coins. 3 nickels, that's 3 coins. This is fewer numbers of coins using the 1 dime and 1 nickel. To calculate the fewest coins, start with the largest coin and work down to pennies. Add coins until your sum equals the given amount. Fill in the blank with the number of coins requested. Do not use half dollars or dollar coins in your calculations. So I'm going to show you how to do this first one. We're not going to do it like this. We're going to write QDNP. Anytime it says using the fewest coins, I want you first to write QDNP on your page. This is going to be filled in with quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. You always start with the quarters first. Get the most number of quarters in that you can before you move to dimes. Get the most number of dimes in that you can before you move to nickels, and get the most number of nickels in that you can until you move to pennies. So if we're making 23 cents, think how many quarters can I put into 23 cents? I can't put any quarters into 23 cents because that would be 25 cents. How about dimes? How many dimes can I use to make 23 cents? 2 dimes, because that's 20 cents. Now I'm at 20 cents. How many nickels can I add to that 20 cents to get to my 23? Well, if I put a nickel in, it's going to be 25 cents. So that's going to be too much. No nickels. Now 2 dimes again is 20 cents, and I got to make 23 cents. How many pennies am I going to use? 3 pennies. The question says how many dimes are there in 23 cents, so the answer is 2 dimes. Number 11, using the fewest coins, how many nickels are there in 43 cents? So I want you to pause the video, put the QDNP on here, see if you can fill this in perfectly, and then answer the question down here of how many nickels you used. Alright, what you should have done is put 1 quarter in, that's 25 cents. If you add in 1 dime, that makes 35. If you add in another dime, that makes 45. That would be too big. So 1 quarter and 1 dime, that's 35 cents. Now if we put in a nickel, that makes 40 cents. If we put in another nickel, it makes 45. That's too big. So we're going to put 1 nickel in. 1 quarter, 25. 1 dime, 35. 1 nickel, 40. And then we're supposed to get to 43 cents. So we need 3 pennies. The question asks how many nickels are there? The answer is 1 nickel. And pause the video if you haven't already done number 12, and I'll show you the solution as soon as you're ready. Using the fewest coins, how many quarters are there in 58 cents? Again, QDNP. How many quarters am I going to put into 58 cents? 2 to make 50 cents. Now if I put in a dime, I'm going to be at 60, so I don't want to put any dimes in. How many nickels? There would be 1 nickel, and that makes 55 cents. To get to 58, I need 3 pennies. So the answer to this question of how many quarters is 2 quarters in 58 cents using the fewest coins. Notice I used 6 coins right here. If you go to reach consensus with someone and they have different numbers in here, you do have to match up with their paper, and the easiest way to convince them is if they have more coins than you do, just point this out, that we're looking for the fewest number of coins. Like say somebody used 8 pennies on this or something instead of using a nickel. You can show them that you use 6 coins and they use more than that, so you followed the directions on the problem.